Hey, y'all.
Hey.
Oh, wow. You see how she left me for dead?
I thought you were going to go,
I'm Rachel.
I'm Bria, but y'all should know that by now.
Yeah, welcome back to another episode of
Be fucking for real.
Because if you could be anything,
You got to be fucking for real.
period.
Every time.
So we kind of tried with the matching pajamas because clearly we ain't got no men. So here we are. We kind of missed the memo a little bit, but mind your business is both black, so just stick with
We
us.
made it,
Yeah.
a little versatility,
Yeah.
because I'm her princess.
Yes.
Amen.
Period.
Yeah.
Woo. Please.
LOL. All right, so what's one thing you have to be fucking for real about this week?
Woo. You know what? And I feel like maybe we said this before, but like sometimes you're not the problem.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like sometimes it's truly not you. Like you've done all that you could do.
Yeah.
And that's all you can do.
all you
And
can do.
I lay my head on my pillow every night knowing that sometimes I'm not. Sometimes I am, but that's not what we're talking about.
Right.
Talking about the times that I'm not.
Yeah.
And that time I'm not.
Absolutely. I don't disagree with you. This week, I had to be fucking for real about my schoolwork.
Yeah.
I am coming to the end. Coming to the end of my semester, and it's been a lot of work. I've had to write 4 different papers. Probably collectively, I've written close to 70 pages over the past 7 weeks. And that's no joke. And I had to create 2 different presentations. I have an oral presentation coming up this week, and that will officially make me a PhD candidate. Yeah. So I had to be for real about like, oh girl, you gotta lock in. And I've loved seeing myself in that mode and that element, because when I grind and get to it, I get to it. Like I gotta say no to some stuff. Like, these are the priorities, and I just really lock in. So it's the beginning of lock-in season, so I'm starting to reap the rewards. I passed 2 of my exams, waiting on 2 more. So yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, period.
Yes.
Love that for you.
Thank you.
You'll be done next year.
I'll be done, Lord willing, next fall. So around October, November-ish of next year, it'll be Dr. Bria to y'all.
Yeah, period. The price just went up.
Yesterday's
Yesterday's price is not today's price.
Nah, because it's gonna triple double.
Absolutely.
No assist.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
hear me?
yeah.
So, what we drinking?
Oh Lord. This is like a little Merlot.
Okay.
I mean, it's all right. She's cute. Like, it's not the best wine that I've had on the episode, but yeah. Just a little TW fine. Nothing, nothing too crazy. What about you?
This is whatever Rachel gave me. It is peach Moscato
Yeah.
from a place in Rachel's refrigerator.
Yeah, for sure.
So cheers.
Cheers. Yeah. Ooh, okay. That was cute.
Oh, that's good. I like that. Thank you, Rachel's refrigerator.
Period.
All right. So I can't remember. I never remember who goes.
I forgot who picked the last time, but I'm going to just shake it up.
Okay.
Actually, I think I'll pick this time. No, you pick.
I pick?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I do remember.
Yeah. Woo, flashback.
Right. I went right there. Okay. We'll go with this one.
And also, I just want to add, if you've been watching and you have ideas of topics and stuff, let us know. We can add it into the batch. We'll see.
Being single versus being single.
Oh, Lord Jesus. Okay, period. So, you want me to start or you want to start?
You can start.
Okay. Well, first off, let me just talk about what my definition of being single is versus being single.
Mm-hmm.
I think that you are single until a man asks you to be his girlfriend. Mm-hmm. We ain't going with we've been kicking it. That's my little whoop-de-woo. That's my little T lady. That's my little T Jones. That's my old lady. That's a Texas talk.
Oh, girl,
but
my T lady.
But it's like, until you ask me, like, I'm single.
Yeah.
But I also being single, I feel like you ain't really talking to nobody. Like, you just kind of dating. And dating, I mean, like, very casual. Like, nothing is really set in stone. If a guy asks you to go on a date, you go on a date. If another guy asks you to go out, you date him too. You just dating around, but not necessarily that you just sleeping with all of them because that's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm single, period. Sure. You know, if you would have asked me in January, my answer would have been totally different. But here we are. You know, we're at the end of the year. We're closing out. My nigga grapes didn't activate, so that's that. But yeah.
You also didn't have any nigga grapes.
I mean, I had a few, but like I was on a cruise ship, so I feel like
don't count.
The time different. You know what I mean?
Nah,
it was what it was. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so that's my story.
Yeah, no, single. I just honestly, I feel like I don't want to merge too much, but I really haven't dated much this year in general.
That's what I was gonna ask. Like, how do you feel like your definition of single versus single has kind of shifted from the beginning of 2025 to now? We're like in December, like a week away from the new year.
See, I feel like that need to go in next episode.
But that's bringing in the new year though. We
so,
recapping the year.
Okay, so boom, check it out. I would say I've been pretty single all year.
Okay.
I would say probably most recently, like November to present, I've kind of like dipped my toe. Mm-hmm. And, you know, we'll see what happens. But I think that my ability to be single, at least in this season, has just allowed me to get a little more like less distracted with the woo-woo of dating.
Yeah. Whoop-de-doo.
Yeah, all that shit, right?
Yeah.
So like less distracted in that space. And just like being comfortable with myself. Where, and I would know we've talked about this like off cam, but like you kind of get in a space when you single where you get a little too comfortable in your singleness.
Yeah.
And you like, I mean, if this was the rest of my life.
Yeah, I ain't tripping.
But also like knowing what you want is kind of like, but this ain't actually what I want for the rest of my life.
Right.
So what would you say like has been a big like lesson or experience in being single versus being single?
I think for me, and this has been like a resounding like lesson that I've learned, is really standing on my 10s. Like, I know what I want. I know what I provide. I know what I'm willing to deal with. I know what I'm willing to handle. And if any of those things don't align with what I want, then I have to be okay stepping away. And knowing like the problem, it could have been me, right? It's not. But the problem is also them as well. But it's like being okay walking away and not really caring to getting to a point of not really caring to know the full story. Because you chose yourself first. And at the end of the day, that is the greatest lesson that you can learn. But to circle back to your point, also in that same breath, it's like I've gotten to a place of like contentment and being single. Not that I'm complacent, but I'm content where I'm at now because I know it's been about me. I can focus on me, the things I like, the things that I want, you know, X, Y, and Z. But also knowing like in the back of my mind, this isn't what I truly want, but I have to be okay at this space or this point before I can move forward. And it's kind of like, I think an analogy like playing baseball, like you go from one base to the other. And if you move to another base before it's time for you to go, that's how you get struck out. And now you back at square one.
The game,
so I think that 2025 has just really been like one of those ones. But I'm proud of myself that I've been able to like step away and walk away from situations where it did hurt. But at the end of the day, I'm like, I have to choose myself. And I didn't always do that. So
I love that. You got to put you first, Lucius.
Yeah, you got to.
I think in being single, I think a lot of things had to shatter in order for me to grow and be ready. Like a lot of endings had to happen. A lot of things had to come to the surface. I feel like I dealt with a lot of situations with different people where like things came to the surface that I didn't know, or like I came to certain realizations about myself in relationship to my past. Like just a lot of like heavy moments. I think being in my single season was about lifting the heaviness and sitting in the heaviness and being able to like rise above it. And so now that I'm clear of the heaviness, one, I bless you.
Thank you.
One, I've like, bless you.
Sorry.
No, you're good. Now that I can lift that weight, like I'm stronger because of it.
Yeah.
So it's like the things had to come in order for me to gain certain experiences and certain strength, as well as being able to remove certain things so I can have space and access.
Yeah.
I think this year also really brought a space of seeing what I would want.
Yeah.
But understanding, like, not right now. But like I can visualize it, I can embody it, like I feel it. So 2025 had to happen because we'll talk about it next episode, but 2026 is my year.
Period.
Yeah.
No, I feel the same way. I think that it was just continued like peeling back those layers. I've been in very vulnerable situations as far as like emotional, like just being more open, and that's not really a thing that I enjoy because it's like, dang, somebody can literally see your soul, and it's like, I don't like that. But and although it didn't work out, I still feel like that was what was needed at the time, because now I've grown comfortable with being vulnerable to a certain extent. So it's like, even if I'm vulnerable with you and let's say like so-and-so laughs or whatever, takes it as a joke, it doesn't hurt me because I'm okay with bearing that place of vulnerability. Whether it's on camera, whether it's in person, whether it's an interaction I have with somebody, I'm more comfortable in that. And, there's been a lot of growth that has happened. And, again, like you said, there's been, small glimpses of and glimmers of like, okay, this is what my future partner, these are the qualities I want him to embody. And these people embodied those. Unfortunately, at the time, it just wasn't a good space for either one of us. But I know and I have the hope that it's still there and it can still happen. And, next year, my man and I will be in matching pajamas. So
you see what I'm saying? I told Mama the other day, I said, this is the last year that I'm going to be single. You hear me?
Yeah.
Funny enough, somebody sent me a meme. I wish I could find it real quick. But it was like, something to the effect of like, don't be so single that you'll end up on Facebook Marketplace. And I said,
because that's discounted quality. What are we talking about?
Is you cool?
Yeah, like what?
No.
Yeah.
So I say all that to say, like, this is it, right?
Yeah. How have you felt like during this season of being single? Like, I know you said you felt content. You felt, like things came out and were in the open. Like, how did you maneuver those emotions? I guess those highs and lows and ups and downs and a 72-hour crash out EP. Go ahead and play it,
I was about to say 72-hour crash out. Download now.
Yeah.
No, seriously. I even think like, I think it really ties and starts at the top of my year.
Mm-hmm.
And then boom, right? So like with my grandfather's death, like with that being kind of my primary male figure, I think it just illuminated a lot of stuff for me, right? And so I think dealing with it was dealing with it in grief. For the better or for the worse, depending on how you swing it, like being hyper productive. I think I was really big on trying to find a sense of control and safety within myself, which I think was a good skill to navigate some of those ups and downs and roller coasters. Really tapping into my creative bag, i.e. 72-hour crash out. 72-hour crash out was probably the most beautiful thing that came out of like my being single phase. Because it really was like, okay, enough.
Yeah.
Like, okay, enough. And also like, to your point, I'm able to be in a vulnerable space. Like, who drops a whole, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I'm not a freaking, like, singer, rapper, whatever. Like, that's not how I identify. So, like, to be able to do it and to, like, have it be quality and, like, I was very intentional on, like, how I wanted it to flow. And, like, it was beautiful. And I actually was listening back to it a couple of weeks ago. And I was like, yeah. But I also see myself from a vantage point of, like, I'm not that crash out girl anymore.
Right.
I feel like that needed to happen for me to be in this calmer space and just to be like, okay, girl, like what's done is done. And like, I am so ready to move forward.
Yeah.
Right. And so I think, like I said earlier, the heaviness and everything was the beautiful blessing I needed to be in the space to receive all the wonderful things that I know I'm going to have. So what about you? How'd you navigate?
I feel like it was highs and lows. I think the beginning of the year was very promising in like just multiple aspects, like career-wise, school-wise, relationship-wise. I was like, yeah, here we go. Like, we got a spillover from 2024 into, period. And then, like, it all came to a screeching halt. Like, it's like everything came to a screeching halt at the same time. So, like, job, career, relationship, all the things. And so, navigating that piece of, like, this is what I thought this year would look like, and to being in December now, and I mean, things have changed, but in some areas, especially career-wise and school-wise, I still feel very stagnant. So I'm kind of like, I've had to get to a space of like, all right, Lord, whatever you have for me is what you have for me. Because it doesn't matter how many jobs I apply to. It don't matter how many schools I apply to. Hell, it don't even matter how many dates I go on. If that's not the person, the job, or the school you have for me, like, please, like, as much as it will hurt me, I'd rather go through that hurt on the front end than to get into any of these positions and be like, damn, I wish I would have, or I should have done, or Lord, you told me, you know what I mean? So,
or you didn't tell me.
Yeah, it's been like a lot of humbling experiences, especially when you know the quality of person that you are in multiple aspects of life. And it's just like when you feel like you've been overlooked. But I've also had to come to grips, like, it's not that I'm overlooked because God has like confirmed things along the way for me. So it's like, he ain't overlooked. It's just, he's just like, not right now.
Not right now. And I think that kind of goes in the space of this question of like, we talked about a couple of pods ago, it's like the contentment while waiting, right? And it's like, we have to gather skills and lean into those skills and lean into our supports of like, being in this journey while waiting, because a lot of times we are in waiting seasons. Like it's kind of like, I don't want to say very rarely, but it's like it shifts and like boom, 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 and then it's like, okay, Matt, you're back in another waiting queue.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's what life feels like.
Yeah,
you know, you graduate high school, you wait to go to college. You graduate college, you wait to get your career. You wait for a husband. You wait to get married. You wait to have kids. You know,
so we should know how to wait by now.
You would think. I just asked for the tracking number. That's all.
You know,
of a lot of things, but you know, I feel like as we get older, I don't want to say waiting becomes easier, but we have the necessary coping skills to make it easier.
Or at least we should. And if you don't, you need to go get some immediately. Yeah, come sit on somebody's couch and talk about it. Because it's important. And so just as we got a little bit more time, but like thinking about as we wrap, like, what is one thing that you want to give to our BFFs about just kind of like singleness versus being single, the waiting, maybe a Christmas wish?
My Christmas wish, Santa, I want all my bills paid with your fat ass. Look, I saw a meme, and honestly,
Rachel, you are insane.
Sorry, I apologize.
With your fat ass is correct.
That's what the meme
ain't gonna get you shit,
bro. That's what the meme said. So I just wanted to, you know. Yeah, but
Rachel, please.
on a serious note, all right, for real. Cause what? So really, like, honestly, as a woman, like, to stand on your tens, know who you are, know who you're not, right? Know what you're capable of doing, and know areas in which you can grow. And that encompasses relationships, friendships, things like that. Like, and if it doesn't work for you, like, be okay walking away. Everything is not meant for you, and that's okay. And relinquishing control of trying to have your hands in all the pots, because at the end of the day, like, if it's meant for you, the Lord will bring it to you.
Amen. And don't call him fat.
Yeah.
Now.
But Santa got a little,
Anyway,
we
said body.
Mama.
Shut up.
Sorry.
We said body positivity.
You
anyway, I would see Christmas wish. I just want to pass my classes and get all these things I need to get done for this PhD, because, baby, I got a lot of work to do in these next couple of months. It is lock-in season. You hear me? So what I want to give to BFFs, go through your stuff, right? Take your time, feel your feelings, feel the heaviness, cry, scream, yell, you know, process, do all the things, because you can't what Michael said, too high to get over, too low to get under. You're stuck in the middle. And I feel like a lot of people live in this limbo of being stuck in the middle because they don't deal with their stuff. Right? So you gotta open the closet and see the junk and throw it out.
What Michael Jackson say? I'm looking at the man in the mirror.
Or the woman.
But
you got to, right? And so I think when you can do that and be comfortable with your stuff, you get to a place in a season of really being able to be one with it and be okay with it and not yearn and seek and search for something else, and you could just receive.
Yeah.
Like, I ain't gotta go shopping for some stuff. Like, things getting sent to me.
Yeah, really.
Like, cool. So yeah, I would say that's what I would give to our BFFs.
Okay, period. Did you ever think of that question you had? No,
I was gone, girl. It's gone like this wine about to be.
All right. Well, guys, we want to say Merry Christmas.
Yes.
Happy holidays.
Yes.
We love you guys so much.
Big hearts.
As always. Thank you for the love, support, the shares, the likes, the comments.
The critiques.
All you people that said a 4 is crazy. I just want to let you know.
Oh, LOL.
But anyways,
they don't even know what that's about, y'all.
Yeah, but you probably still watching with your fat ass. No, let me stop. But yes, Merry Christmas, all the things, and always, if you could be anything,
be fucking for real.
period.
Bye.
Bye.